So the toss has just happened in the India versus New Zealand third test match at the Wankhede Stadium. And once again, it is New Zealand who have managed to win the toss and they will be batting first at the Wankhede Stadium. There is some moisture on this Wankhede wicket by which some patches are brown, the others are orangish in color. It's a red soil wicket, and that is why there will be some assistance for the fast bowlers at the early stages, and then there will be a lot of turn on offer. Now, the team update, as far as it's concerned, there are three major updates when you look at both New Zealand and India. Firstly, India. No Jasprit Bumrah for the test match at the Wankhede Stadium because the BCCI have put out a release stating that Jasprit Bumrah has not fully recovered from his viral illness. He was unavailable for selection for the third test in Mumbai. So in that way, this is a huge blow for India, and it's kind of good also. It's a bittersweet feeling because you need Jasprit Bumrah fit for the entire BGT, the Border Gavaskar Trophy. So Jasprit Bumrah is not going to be part of this test match. Akashdeep and Mohammad Siraj, these are your two pacers who are going to be there in the Indian cricket team. So the India playing 11 at this stage, without further ado, let me tell you who are all there in the side. Rohit Sharma, Shubman Gill, Yashasvi Jaiswal. These are your three guys in the top order. Hello. Then you've got Virat Kohli. Then you've got Sarfaraz Khan. Then Rishabh Pant, he is keeping, he is fine. So that's why there is no problems on that. You've got Jaddu, Ashwin, Washington Sundar. These are the three individuals in the spin trio who are going to be there for India, followed by Akashdeep and Mohammad Siraj. So Mohammad Siraj is replaced Jasprit Bumrah in the team. Bumrah out due to a viral illness, and that is why now India will have to ensure that they make early inroads into the New Zealand team at this stage. Now in the New Zealand team also there are two changes. Mitchell Santner, who had picked up 13 wickets in the Pune match, he suffered a side strain, and that is why he has been ruled out for the test match in Mumbai. And then there is one more change in the New Zealand side with Matt Henry coming in and Tim Southee is out. So Ish Sodhi has replaced Mitchell Santner in the New Zealand side, while Matt Henry has replaced Tim Southee in the pace bowling department as well. So this is a vital test match for India in the context of the World Test Championship cycle, because if India win this, they need to win only 3 games in Australia, but that is also a tall order. With South Africa also doing well, they will have to ensure that they continue the good run, and 4 tests at home against Sri Lanka and Pakistan, not that intimidating, but they are tricky situations in that sense. So this is a vital test match for India when you look at the context of the WTC final. Now, as far as the quotes were concerned, what did Rohit Sharma and Jasprit Bumrah say? It is very interesting that they stated that, yep, it is not going to be easy. They are not focusing so much on the WTC. They are looking at it at one match at a time. So that is a Rohit Sharma. We understand we haven't played well in the series. It looks like a good pitch. Hopefully, we can restrict them as quickly as possible. Our focus is on this test match. Sometimes it's happened that if you focus too far ahead into the future, you lose track of everything that is there. So this is the current situation when you look at India at this point. It is a very catch-22 situation. Should they focus on this test match? Should they focus on the WTC final that will happen in June? Because if they lose this, then you can safely say that India are all but out of the reckoning for the WTC final. And they're also wanting to avoid a whitewash. Remember, in the past also we have stated India has never been whitewashed 3-0 in a home test series. The maximum they have been whitewashed is 2-0. That happened in 2000 against South Africa when they lost that series as well. So this is a huge deterrent that is going on at this stage in time. So India will be determined that they do not get whitewashed 3-0. It will be the lowest point in Indian cricket if that happens, because New Zealand were not full strength in this entire series. Kane Williamson wasn't there. There were certain other bowlers who had not played that much of first-class cricket or test cricket. Mitchell Santner, you look at it, he didn't have a 5-wicket haul in test cricket until Pune, where he got 2. However, this venue, if you look at it, it is a welcome comeback for Ajaz Patel, because Ajaz Patel picked up 10 wickets the last time they played here, 2021, where New Zealand's batting absolutely collapsed. 10 for 119, if I'm not mistaken. That was Ajaz Patel's spell. He picked up 14 wickets overall, and that is why this is a welcome homecoming for Ajaz Patel, who was incidentally a Mumbai boy in that sense. Now, as I mentioned, the playing 11 for India at this stage has only one change: no Jasprit Bumrah, and Mohammad Siraj is in. Siraj didn't play the Pune Test match after a rather underwhelming show in Bengaluru. And this comes on the backdrop of Siraj not getting retained by Royal Challengers Bengaluru in the IPL retention. So it's kind of an up and down journey for Mohammad Siraj that we have had at this stage. So plenty to ponder in the Indian cricket team as far as the fitness is concerned. Jasprit Bumrah had to be rested because he's played 4 tests at home out of the 5. He's played 9 overall in the entire year, and he's going to play 4 more, which is the most that Jasprit Bumrah has ever had in his entire playing career. 13 tests in a calendar year, the maximum he's played is 9. He'll be stuck on that until the BGT, and then after that point on, he'll play more. That is a vital series for India heading into the WTC finals. So that is the latest update from Mumbai for people who are joining us now. The team update is no Jasprit Bumrah out due to a viral illness, and also there is Mohammad Siraj who's come in for New Zealand. 2 changes. Mitchell Santner, who destroyed the Indian team in Pune, he's missing. He's got a side strain, and that is why you got Ish Sodhi coming in, the leg spinner. Then Matt Henry is in place of Tim Southee. So one hopes that India can make some positive start in this Wankhede test match and ensure that they go on and at least get one win, so that the pressure on them for the Border Gavaskar Trophy reduces at this stage. So I'll take a couple of comments that is there. Gopal, New Zealand could have tried Bracewell as they need batting depth. Thoughts? Yeah, that's a good point. Why didn't they try Michael Bracewell in this test series? I mean, yes, he's an off spinner, he's a good batter, and maybe they didn't want a off spinner at this point in time. They are, I think, content on leg spin and left arm spin. I think that is going to really give them a lot of benefit. So Mitchell Santner, they trusted with 2 left armers. Plus, I think you already have a Glenn Phillips. Glenn Phillips is a batter who bats well, and also he's an off-spinning bowler who's done well in this final in this series. So maybe they didn't want Michael Bracewell in that sense. Plus, you got Matt Henry, who's a decentish bat at number 7 in that instance. So it is a really big situation that is going on. So Rishabh Jha saying no Santner, easy win for India. Very bad selection from New Zealand, but then Rishabh Jha, they had no other choice. Santner was out injured because of a side strain. He was bowling with a side strain in Pune, by the way. He managed to bowl through the pain and ensure that, yes, he got 13 wickets, and that is why he had to be rested for this particular game. And remember, Mitchell Santner most likely is your pick, is your captain for the upcoming limited over series in Sri Lanka. So that is why this is a move that New Zealand had to make. So Mitchell Santner, it's not as if they rested him; he was injured. So that's why Ish Sodhi was the only guy, and they didn't want 2 off spinners in a particular game. You already have a Glenn Phillips. You don't want to try out a Michael Bracewell in that sense. So Dr. Jay Walker is saying if New Zealand score anything 250 plus, they have a good chance of winning the game. Possible, quite possible, because the pitch in Mumbai is such that, okay, if you withstand the first 1-2 hours, it gets easier to bat on day 1 and day 2. After that, it will just crumble, because the red soil wicket crumbles far quicker than a black soil wicket at this stage. I still feel India will make the cut for a WTC final. Sudeep Adhikari saying yes, they are still in contention. There's no doubt about it. But it is going to be very, very difficult, because you have to win this test match, number 1, but you have to win 3 in Australia. Now, is the Australian team really going to just lie down and say, okay, you just trample us at home? They are very determined to ensure that they win the Border Gavaskar Trophy after 10 years. It is a longer drought than the Ashes. They didn't win the Ashes for 4 years, but then they won it and did not relinquish it. And when they won it in 2017, they have the Ashes now until 2025. So 25, 26. So that is why this is a huge, huge problem that they are facing. it is not going to be easy for New Zealand. It's not going to be easy for India as well. So, lot at stake in a WTC final because of South Africa's resurgence as well. So, why toss is not with us always when needed? I mean, Piyush Nandre, that's luck. That's luck, my friend, and that is something that India do not have. So that is why, yes, it's been a very, very unfortunate when you look at the toss, it's 3-zip. Hope it is not 3-0 in the scoreline, because if it's 3-0, then India's chances take a big, big hit, because four matches, if the India lose this, they have to win four in Australia. And that is about it then. If India fails to restrict the New Zealand under 250, then bye-bye WTC and whitewash is owning. Result will be decided on day one itself. Piyush Nandre, is the pitch looking that bad? I don't know. Anshu, Sid sir, happy Diwali. SA unbelievable with now. I think Australia was the SA final, but ICC dogged Australia points for over it, otherwise confirmed. Yeah, I mean, they were deducted 10 points. I mean, for the overrate offenses that happened in the Ashes, which I think is rather unfair, because here on these kind of conditions, you get spinners. Spinners bowl overs quickly. What about pacers? Somewhere down the line, there has to be flexibility in the overrate deduction. So that is why I think it is not done for. But then, yeah, Australia, South Africa most likely is your WTC final loading. So Mohit is ranking the retentions that is there. MI are the top with SRH at second, KKR, PBKS, CSK, GT, LSG. The last is RR. Wow, that is quite harsh. So that is the way. So yep, this is the current situation. The Diwali Test match has just happened, has just started with New Zealand winning the toss and opting to bat. Mitchell Santner is out along with Tim Southee. Mitchell Santner due to an injury, and Tim Southee because of composition. So Matt Henry and Ish Sodhi are in. Then looking at India, no Jasprit Bumrah as he was unwell, and the BCCI put out release he's not recovered from the viral fever. So that's why he's resting in this test match. Wasn't available for selection. Mohammad Siraj is in. So that is the latest update from Mumbai. We are just about 15 minutes away from the start of the test match. Let's see how that goes. So thank you so much, folks, for joining us in this toss update. We'll be back with more from Sports Today. Tap that bell icon so when we go live. And don't forget, we are on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram as well. And don't forget to download the Sports Talk mobile app. Bye-bye.